So today I have a special guest, and I think I've done a series a little bit about the people who are the services that you see that help us. Now, my friend Heather here is behind the scenes, and she is the person who looks after our Facebook ads, our Instagram ads, and she's out in BC, and I just wanted to ask her a few questions. She's also recently been doing some courses for the Toronto Real Estate Board, which is very, very popular. They've oversubscribed and she's doing them online. So tell me, Heather, before coronavirus, what was your business like? What kind of business were you doing?
Richard, we were doing social media boot camps in person, hand-holding our clients. In fact, we had one at the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board booked for the end of March. And it's a full 7 hours of social media, like right in your face, helping you. As well as we have quite a number of clients that we do their social media as their account managers. And so that was before COVID-19.
Yeah. So now after COVID-19, you're Miss Zoom?
Well, yeah, well, what actually happened was the first thing was Toronto Real Estate Board notified us that we had to cancel. I had already canceled my flights. I knew I could read the writing on the wall. So we had canceled all our webinars. They weren't just in Toronto. We were in Calgary, Vancouver, and they were live boot camps that we had to cancel. And so Catherine, my wonderful business partner, and I said, okay, what are we going to do about this? Why don't we do some free webinars and help people through how to conduct business from home utilizing social media? So we did that for the first 2 weeks, and then we started getting phone calls from such as the Toronto board and Vancouver and Calgary, asking us if we could do a webinar to help teach real estate agents how to conduct business virtually utilizing all the tools that are available to them today, and especially the free tools. And in fact, Richard, we had a number of clients that put their social media management on hold because they were just afraid with everyone's going through their visa bills saying, okay, we got to cut back here, got to cut back here. And within 2 weeks of them doing that, we had them come back and say, we don't want to do this. We want to remain present in front of our community, our clients, and let them know that we're still here working through this.
Yeah, it's very, very important. The number of people when the market changes who actually get paralyzed, don't know what to do, they're not creative. It always surprises me because there is always people in any market that need to buy and they need to sell and they need to find out the information and they need you to be there for them so that you can advise them. Just the way you've advised me, you have been pushing me for a long time to get to do a lot of video, and I haven't, and I've been taking my time. I'm finally getting into it and doing more and more and more. I think you've created a monster right now.
It's absolutely phenomenal. And Richard, we taught a live webinar in California last week. And one of the things that I really talked a lot about was showcasing you as our #1 star student that has just taken the ball and rolled with it and said, I've got this idea, and has peeled off. You've done 42 Zoom interviews, which have
been great.
Yes.
Yeah, they've been great. They've been lots of fun. I've learned a lot. I've interviewed people all over Canada, the United States, and in England about the market and how the market has changed and what's been happening, how they're dealing with coronavirus and COVID-19. And it's been fascinating. So I just want to say thank you. That's been great. Now what is our next step? What is the next? We're going to do Facebook Lives. We're going to do more interviews.
Yeah, so there's been a lot of glitches. I have to be honest, it can be extremely frustrating for a lot of people because a lot of things have gone wrong and they're always going to go wrong. And you just have to let it roll right off your back, like water on a duck, because it's your perseverance and you're being out there and trying different things. So what Richard is now about to do is he's going to showcase his properties with the phenomenal photography that he has of all his listings via, I think you're going to do some Zoom.
Like a walkthrough.
Yeah. And then he can go live at the properties.
Yeah, I think it's really important. We have wonderful, wonderful photos. We're very, very direct in getting high definition photos and virtual tours and Matterports. We've hired the Matterport company to come in and do about 2 or 3 of our listings, and to do more and more and more for us. And I think the reality is once that information is there, and we have on my desktop, I have so much information that I can give to the clients and give to people who are interested in looking at it. And the reality is real estate is just another form of pornography. And we love watching it, especially at a time like this when Google hits have gone up, what, 20% per week?
Oh my gosh, I have like your own account as far as your website goes. The traffic that is going to research properties has
Yeah,
almost doubled. I'm going to say it's almost doubled because people are at home and they're looking and just, I mean, this is a horrible situation that we're all in, and
terrible.
people have to do something with their time. And a lot of people are still thinking of selling their home or making the move. And Richard can do virtual
Yeah,
Zoom market evaluations, sharing your
yeah.
screen.
Definitely, we've had there has been a decrease in showings. There's absolutely no doubt about it. Their showings are way off, but we've watched the statistics on Google searches and on the website and Facebook, and all those statistics have gone up. And I think it's important that people in this time be as creative as possible. That's because that is, you cannot just sit back and say, oh, I'm going to wait until all this is over, because it may take longer than we think. And it is going to be our new abnormal, I'm afraid.
It is. And are you having fun?
Yeah, I am actually.
I
I
mean,
am.
in
And
the
it's,
situation, right?
you know what? And it's either that or watch a lot of Netflix.
Yeah, or the news, which is
Yeah,
probably not the greatest thing to absorb
no,
right now.
no.
And you know what? I love your attitude about researching and finding out and touching base with these people that you've been friends with for years and
Yeah.
years and sharing your stories and
And
your trials.
everybody I talk to, we talk about how you're doing and everything, but eventually it gets down to they want to know something you can tell them about the real estate market, and they want to know what's going to happen. And, I don't have a crystal ball. However, I have been 40 years in the business. I've lived through 2 recessions. And, I do have my thoughts on what can happen if it gets more drastic, but
Mhm.
I'm just hoping it won't. I'm hoping that very soon we'll be back to normal. And, I think there'll be quite a pent up demand, and I think people will be buying and the market will be very busy again.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I just want to say thank you for being there for me. That's really appreciative, and for being there for all of us across Canada. I mean, you're doing a great job, and the United States, and God knows the world, you know. So I want to thank you and Catherine as well for everything you do for me. I really appreciate
Absolutely, Richard. You're our favorite model. You're a
it.
fabulous client.
Pleasure. And this will pass. We'll be fine. And love and thanks very much, and big hugs, and enjoy that Vancouver weather. I know what your view is, and I have to tell you as a little aside, Heather gets to sit there, look out the window, and look at the whales breaching in the bay in front of her house. It's quite
I am
something.
truly blessed.
Yeah, you are. Love you. Take care.
Okay.
Thanks.